Super Bowl 47, where a power outage has put America's biggest sporting event on hold for more than half an hour. Lights on one half of the New Orleans Superdome roof went out. There it is. The scoreboard went dark and internet connections were cut. Up until that point, the Baltimore Ravens were on a roll, but when play resumed, the 49ers staged a storming comeback, scoring 3 touchdowns. It was so close. A thrilling game, but not enough. The Ravens winning 34-31.
Much of the stadium was plunged into darkness early in the third quarter of the game between the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. Fans were asked to stay in their seats as players milled around trying to stay warmed up. Once again, play has now resumed.
And it came down to the wire. The Baltimore Ravens hung on to beat the San Francisco 49ers 34-31, and quarterback Joe Flacco was named the most valuable player.
We're a tough blue-collar city, and that's the way our games tend to come down to. You know, we're up 28-6. I'm sure a lot of people were nervous, but we're kind of like, oh, this might be pretty easy. And the next thing you know, the Niners get right back into it and play great football, and we just had to grind one out.
A tough victory for a tough city, and fans back home in Baltimore showed New Orleans they also know how to party.
What an absolute nail-biter, a fantastic Super Bowl 47. The Ravens led by 22 points at one point. Then the San Francisco 49ers got it back down to just 2 points, but the Ravens held on. And in between all of that, we had a power outage for more than 30 minutes. The lights went out, it was dark inside the Superdome, and we wondered whether the game would restart. It did, and when it did restart, we had an 108-yard run by the Baltimore Ravens, Jacoby Jones, the longest ever run in NFL history. It was a superb play, and the Ravens fans, you can hear them, they're having so much fun right now, enjoying this victory over the favourites, really, the 49ers.
It was a game that came down to the last 2 minutes. The Baltimore Ravens seemed to be walking away with the first half of the Super Bowl. Then there was a halftime break and a 35-minute power outage. And then the San Francisco 49ers seemed to send a new team back out on the field. This was a battle of brothers, John and Jim Harbaugh fighting it out. In the end, the Baltimore Ravens won by just 3 points, 34-31. This was also the first opportunity to showcase New Orleans at the Super Bowl since 2005, and Hurricane Katrina wiped out much of this town, putting it under 16 inches of water. Since then, the city put $336 million into the Superdome where this game was played. More businesses have come here, and more people have come back after leaving following Hurricane Katrina. So the winners on the field might have been the Baltimore Ravens, but outside the field, it was New Orleans.